It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you.
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. Well, Steve, two strong benches tonight. Both front offices. Great job building these teams and building their depth.
You're totally right, Kevin. And it's hard to do under this salary cap situation. You need strong talent evaluators to be able to have these type of benches.
Sometimes those guys, Smitty, are as valuable as the players themselves.
You're totally right. Whenever you can pick out talent and find guys that fit the great system, you have something.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Smith, and it's Cycli in at the 5. Down low. Picked by Cummings. Robinson passes to Johnson. Shoots off the screen. Miami grabs the miss.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Long's got the first basket of the game for the Heat. Johnson draws the double. Back to Cummings. Here's Strickland, covered by Smith. It's good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now the pass to Askins. Here's Long. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Here's Johnson. Johnson double teamed. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Johnson. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Here's Cycli. Back to Smith. Robinson pulls it in.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Here's Cummings. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Smith outside. Pass to Askins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
They have plenty of ball handlers and athletes on this Heat's roster. Despite that, they play at a slow pace. That's just the team's MO.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Cummings. Royal comes in for Elliott. And Pressey's subbed in for Johnson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Up again. The rebound by Long. For Miami, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Cycli. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Now, offensively, the Heat don't run, but they're not shy about gunning.
They don't run, but they shoot a lot of three-pointers. You need that shot to compete in today's game.
Burton's checked in for the Heat. Green with a screen on Smith. They get a hand on it. Far inside. Green, the pass to Royal. Back to Green. Clark sets a screen. Passes to Bushler. In the corner, Pressey with it. Another shot. And it's Miami with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Smith. And that misses. That would have put him up. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. The shot's good from Royal. The Heat trail by 3. Smith outside. Now the pass to Long. Here's Burton, guarded by Green. That will count. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Spurs leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early. An aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
Carr is out there with Bushley. And it's Green, then it's Pressey, and it's Royal in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coast-to-coaster by himself off of that steal.
The Heat have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Pass to Carr. Pressey against Edwards. Here's Green. The teardrop falls in.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Miami trailing. Here is Edwards. Kicks to Rice. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Rice has got 5 now. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Passes to Burton. Out to the right wing. On defense, San Antonio. Here's Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it becomes the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Robinson with the block. Here's Strickland. Hits from the high post.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Poked loose. One-on-one here. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on the free throw. And Smitty, it's amazing since Popovich took over the Spurs, they've missed the playoffs only once, only one time under his tenure.
Yeah, in his first season, they won only 20 games. But then the big consolation prize, they got the #1 overall pick, which became, guess who? Tim Duncan.
Pulls up, high post. Cummings' shot is good. Cummings got his second bucket of the game to go. The Heat leading by 3. Poke loose. He's guarded by Cummings. 6 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. The rebound by the Spurs. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson left side. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Strickland passes to Cummings. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Heat lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Smith and it's Cycli in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Johnson, and that one's on target from the wing. Johnson's got the first points of the second half here for the Spurs. Out to Smith. The pass to Rice. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Rice has got 7 points in the game.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
No good on that one. Here's Askins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Steve, you played with 6 different NBA teams. What's the best way to earn the respect of new teammates, for instance, in the case of you with the 6 different teams you played on?
I think, Kevin, being yourself in all situations. You come in and you do what we used to call the obvious. You play extremely hard. You're a good teammate, and obviously being on time, and you don't be one of those players that deviates from the system. Come in and follow the game plan and don't try to go outside the game plan, and just be reliable and be disciplined.
Good perspective. Smith dishes to Rice. Here's Cycling, guarded by Robinson. Robinson with the block. Pass to Elliott. Passes it to Strickland. He kicks it to Cummings. Stolen. Here's Rice, covered by Elliott. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Rice, no good. Spurs trail by 3. To the inside. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Pass to Robinson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Got a piece of it. Rice kicks to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The pass to Rice. No good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Carr, he's checked in for Robinson. Green comes in for Cummings. Bushler's checked in for Elliott. And Presley subbed in for Royal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Spurs shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And for the Spurs, they're still finding ways to improve the roster, but you can never really replace a Tim Duncan.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Edwards. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Edwards got 6. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Carr sets a screen. Pressey kicks to Johnson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Coles. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Miami lead.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Johnson outside. Green, the screen. Ring shot on the way. Buries the jump shot. 6 points for Johnson.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Guarded by Green. There's a screen. Cole. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Miami ahead, leading by just 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for San Antonio. Green is out there with Robinson. And there's Royal. Then it's Pressey. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. The Heat with the lead. Here's Burton. Pass to Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pressey kicks to Green. Pulls up. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And really liking the effort we see here tonight. Neither team giving much ground.
The scores remain close. I've got a feeling it's going to come down to the wire.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Cummings comes in for Green, and Elliott subbed in for Pressey. Burton's checked in for the Heat. Cole, he's guarded by Johnson. Takes it from 10. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Strickland, covered by Smith. And it's Strickland missing. The Heat leading by 4. Back to Smith. Passes it to Long.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Askins. Clock at 6. Long passes to Shikely. That one, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Goes back up. It's blocked. Here's Strickland. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Smith right side. The pass to Shikely. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Long. Shot clock at 5. Top of the key. Shot's good by Rice.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 1:31 left in the game. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Out to Smith, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
Spurs trail by 4. Right side Robinson. He can't get it to go. The Heat go the other way with it. Smith outside. Pass to Long. Here's Shikely. To the paint. Fires at the elbow. The shot by Long, no good. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
There's the steal.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 34. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Strickland passes to Robinson to take the lead. That one off the back iron and out. Fifteen seconds left to play in the final quarter. Smith the pass to Rice. Can't cash in. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Spurs. They've got Robinson. Cummings is out there with Elliott. Then it's Johnson, and it's Strickland in at the one spot. Here's Rice, covered by Elliott. Long kicks to Smith. There's the pick. To the middle, off the screen. Long passes to Shikely. And Long gets it to go. Long's got the game tied up here for the Heat. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
Passes it to Robinson. From down in the low post, it goes. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Pass to Askins. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Rice. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. Another shot. Bullseye. Here's San Antonio to the inside and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
The Heat have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Smith kicks to Rice. There's the pass to Askins. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Smith the pass to Long. That one wide left. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Picked away. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Askins. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 38. 23 seconds left in the first overtime. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Strickland, covered by Smith. Kicks to Robinson. It's good!
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 2. 3 seconds left in overtime. What's your take, guys?
And they actually could take a 3 here and go for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a good look inside.
Puts it up off the inbound. A huge shot to tie it up.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
San Antonio calls timeout. to win it. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. Live. And with another overtime period here, we've got more terrific basketball coming your way right now. San Antonio with the ball. To the middle. Strickland passes to Green. And the shot goes in.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Here's Long, guarded by Green. Here's the screen. Haskins, no good.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
And the dunk by Robinson. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Strickland with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
There's the feed to Green. Pass to Strickland. The dish to Robinson. With the teardrop, it's good.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Second shot opportunity. Count it.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Passes it to Haskins. Stolen by Robinson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Strickland. It's stolen by Smith. For the finish. Count it.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
They want to get out and run any chance they get. Superb D that generated into easy offense for them.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 4. 11 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Guys, what's your take?
And this huddle up about 2 things, the quick shot and then the quick foul.
And you're right. And if they do get the bucket, you love to foul someone who isn't automatic from the line. That would take good denial of the ball on the inbounds.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 3. 7 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.